I'm a born skeptic, just like everybody else. So, it was pretty spectacular that the very first time, I mean, I haven't even met you yet, and all of a sudden there's one right there. So it definitely piqued our interest.
First time in the fairway of the golf course, you remember that? And that pilot guy was with us, and you spotted the white sphere
Yeah.
above the tree line, and we chased after it.
Well, you know what? I remember it, but I don't remember it in detail. There's like so many things that were like, I thought, as spectacular as that is,
Yeah.
there's other things that happened after on other nights that kind of buries the. If I saw the video, I'd be able to explain it to
Yeah.
you, but I don't recall the details specifically from that.
Yeah, I got this.
Refresh me.
Well, we were on the side where I took them last night, and which they torn out most of the trees where you were
Right.
in. And while we were there, you were actually facing this way, and I was looking down the fairway, and you pointed up to, and it was just a round, not real bright ball of light, probably not any bigger than this big around. And it started going down along the tree line at the top of the tree line, and we all ran after it, and it went around
Oh
the bend.
yeah.
And then when we went around the bend, it went to the
It
opposite
was
side,
gone.
and it blinked like a plane.
Yeah. It
And
was
everybody
gone.
got to see
it
that.
moves so fast. It moves so fast. Like
Like
literally,
like a streak.
literally, you blink and it went from this point all the way over there, like thousands of thousands.
Like over to where that island is, that far.
Yeah.
Boom,
Yeah.
and it was blinking like a plane.
Yeah.
And had you not seen that, and because we're running after this thing and it's going real slow, and all of a sudden it just goes blink, blink, blink like a plane. You have to see it.
Oh, I remember that too because we were running and
it gives me chills. It makes the hair
Sandy
stand up.
stepped on a gopher hole. Whap, hit the ground.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were.
Cussing up a storm.
Yeah, well, a lot of things happen when you're running around in the woods
dark,
at night.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that was really awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
it moves so fast, and it just, how do you explain that to somebody when they don't see it themselves?
You have to
You
see
know,
it.
and the impressive thing is how far that it traveled.
Yeah.
In
Split.
like an instant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it was really awesome.
And it makes me think that maybe that military guy who died a couple years ago, a U.S. military guy who said that we were going to have more visitations by an ET crew called the Conformers. The name fits with what we're seeing, trying to conform
with
to
what to?
objects we're used to seeing. I don't know much about them. I only know that they contacted mine out in the Oregon woods. He works for the National Forestry Service. He had a regular craft coming down next to a stream, and it seemed translucent, and he has some footage of it. And there was one shot on there. I actually found it for him when he posted it online, but it looks like you could see little bald-headed things inside moving around, little tiny bald-headed thing, and there was something taller. And all of a sudden, the one you could see in a blur, like it's behind a transparent film, you could see the one goes like this and holds something up, and all of a sudden, this goes over and it pets it on the head. You could actually see the thing like a kid held something up, and it went sneak up on him. And I'd sing songs, and it did work. It did work because they know me. I had an orange on my deck. My deck sticks out, and I was at the edge of my deck, pointing at the woods. It kept coming at it, and I was hitting them with a little green laser to taunt them when I'd see the fireballs in there. Well, one night I was doing that, about at the edge of the doorway there. I mean, I'm looking this way, and a green fuzzy dim thing dropped next to me.
Wow.
And I knew that it had to be them, like to see what I was up to, because I found out later that green lasers were often used on like rifles for sighting.
Oh.
So I tell people not to do that, because they might take it the wrong way, And I talked to it real nice, saying, I know we're just lowly, primitive humans and things like that, but I know what you're doing, you know, and I'd like to know what your intentions were and stuff like that. But there was no response, and nothing at all. And it was probably like right next to me. I put that surveillance cam in the yard, you know, and you know, pointing at the house. I got those spheres coming around, looking in the window, checking out my guide. He came out the door, and I'm sure that, you know, that probably happened quite a bit. It only lasted 3 nights of that. My daughter made me take it, you know, not pointing at the house. She's like,
Too
they're
creepy.
probably looking at me. They're probably looking at me while I'm getting dressed. Yeah, stuff like that.